Thank you guys for your response on our quiz, and definitely we appreciate every input you guys had. And then you guys also had questions, so today we are having Lisette here to answer a few of those questions, as many of you shared the same questions. One of it was the communication method we use in the office that you guys wanted to know. So Lisette, how do we communicate with the facilitators?
Thanks, Gossi, and of course also thanks to all the facilitators who actually responded. We use several communication methods and mediums. So first of all, it'll be email. Everything formal from the office will be sent via email. This includes call for applications to summer school or for youth project proposals. Also, now that we're running the board member elections and these kind of things, everything formal will be sent via email. We follow that up with WhatsApp messages, sometimes even SMSs. When we feel that people might not have access to the internet, we would send an SMS. And in worst case, or in most cases also when required, we would call people and have a conversation with them. I would just like to say, there's a sort of a understanding in the office that if we've asked you 3-4 times to submit documentation, after that we really will become strict. And a lot of the times people say, oh, but you are rude to me. But you must also reflect and think, how many times have you been told the same message? And the fact that we are only human plays into it. The fact that we have high standards to which we operate also contributes to that. So we would just like to ask the facilitators, we already use 4 methods of communicating with you. Can you please just do as we ask you, and that way the communication flow will be a lot easier and we will be able to have meaningful discussions about the way forward and how to grow MCE instead of just having to address issues that has been ongoing for the past 5 years.
Thank you for your answer, Lisette. Another question was first commenting on the statement of results. So the question was, what is it exactly for, and how often will the office provide us with the statement of results? And obviously, should we sit with the soft copies only, or will the office print them out?
Great. I'm so happy that everybody had so many positive comments to say as well about the statement of results. So MCE is moving into becoming a sustainable social enterprise, and we offer MIL education. We felt it was important, since we have 154 facilitators in our network already, to actually give them a statement of results like you would get at any other educational institute, whether it's at school or whether it's at university, just to show you your own progress. Of course, this statement of results, the first one is emailed out because we're still piloting this. However, we will envision to provide a statement of results annually at the same time every year. We envision this to be end of February 2021. You will get a revised statement, an updated statement of results, and at this point, we will print them for you and keep them in the office, so whenever you pass by, whenever possible, we'll be able to send it to you wherever you are, so that you have a printed copy. We would like to see that the Namibian youth who have actually successfully completed summer school, some of the certificate courses, have also implemented youth projects, can actually show this off as an achievement. It's a huge achievement that you were able to not only learn MIL content, but also project management, admin and finance, and overall communication and working in a larger team. So I think it's something that you can include in your qualifications. When you submit documentation for a job or for opportunity, MCE can be right up there, along with International University of Management and UNAM and NUST and so on. So we really like to see young people incorporating that statement of results, and of course for 2021, a lot of people will have a revised statement of results as well.
So obviously, when we receive the statement of results, one of the things we have realized is some people have higher youth projects, some have lower youth projects and whatnot. So the question was, how does one increase your youth project number? How does the office choose co-facilitators? And what is the limit in probably a year for me to implement or get youth projects or co-facilitation perhaps?
Fantastic. I'm so glad that question actually came up. Gospel. To answer the first one, the people who have a lot of youth projects actually from the beginning showed a high level of work ethic. Their reports were on time, their invoices were correct, they communicated in due course with the coordination center. They reflected when things didn't go well on their own. From the top of my head, those are the reasons why they would have higher youth project numbers than other people. Those who do not have a lot of youth project numbers, I usually find that that they do not apply when there's an open call for applications. A lot of facilitators actually only did one youth project in the year that they graduated, and maybe they were booked for a second or a third time after that as a co-facilitator. But we work strictly on sort of work ethic, right? Quality of work. So if you have a high number, congratulations, you meet the standards for MCE. If you have a lower number, it's not too bad. What you can do is apply when there's an open call. Stay in touch, review your content. It's one of the things that we look at is flip chart. We look at your flip chart photos when you come back from the field, and we can see whether you understand and is able to transfer the content or not. We also look at, for example, your project report, your invoices, your photos. All of these make up a package to say, okay, this student or this, like you would be accredited or scored at a university. This student is a 70% student or it's a 30% student. And so when we book co-facilitators, we need somebody who's 70% and above to be able to assist the new facilitators and bring them up to standard. For those who would like to increase their youth project numbers, I would just say every year between January, February, March, we have an open call for youth project applications. That's your time to get more practice. Practice makes perfect. And also ask the coordination center, how can I improve on my reporting or whatever aspect, or where am I failing, for example, and how can I improve? We are here to help you. The cap on youth projects per person, per what we would call per period, is 3. So, for example, if we take 2020, the facilitators has a cap of 3 youth projects that they can either facilitate or co-facilitate. In some very special cases, we have facilitators who have more than the 3, but this is usually because there was an emergency. So say, for example, the day before the youth project travel day, the facilitator who was a co-facilitator was originally booked cannot travel anymore. We would call somebody that we know is available, that offers high quality, and that person might have had 3. But then we make an exception to the rule because it's an emergency. We need that person right now. And usually they're also more Windhoek based for ease of logistics. They would go from Windhoek to the region where it's happening. If you feel that your quality is high yet you are not booked, get in touch with us and we have a constructive dialogue around what our perception and your perception is different. So we would just like to get to the same page, have a chat with us, and we can sort it out and see how we can help people move along the journey. That's what we're here for.
So just to add on another one, when Lisa said some people might have more youth projects, there is also very rare cases though that some people have 2 mediums, and obviously those people will also have more. So when we sent out the link, it was first for the statement of result, then we got the youth projects, and then obviously older people asking campus day.
Right.
How do I get to campus day? And for us new ones, what is campus day?
Right, so Campus Day was born out of the need of facilitators to strengthen their content knowledge. So in the first year we already piloted, it was a 2-day Campus Day. We also did translation of some of the content of the various manuals, 5 summer school manuals that we have. We translated the content into 4 vernacular languages. That was also packaged as Campus Day. We also did the core of MCE, where we developed the ethics of MCE, integrity, honesty, respect, hard work, MIL, education, access to information, freedom of expression. These were some of the values that came up from that discussion. It was also packaged as a Campus Day. So Campus Day is anything where we see there's a need to do more with the facilitators. Unfortunately, this number is obviously capped. Gossi, as I said, we have 154 people across Namibia in all 14 regions. So there's no way, not yet anyway, that MCE can bring everybody together. So how we select participants for Campus Day, again, depends on what type of Campus Day it is. If it's the MCE vernacular, obviously it's people who have a good command of the knowledge, and it's people who have a good command of English and their mother tongue, for example. When we look at the core of MCE, for example, we chose people that were new to MCE and people from every year. So 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, we had it. So there were representatives of each year. And what we usually look at is people's scores from summer school to your youth project assessment. We look at your overall reporting as well. And we would then sort of split the group in 2. where we have 50% of people that are really excellent in doing this job for Millie, and then 50% of people that still need a lot of skills development, that still need a lot of practice, a lot of understanding, content, basic content knowledge. So we would mix this, what we call the strong group and the not so strong group, so that at the end we still have this transference of knowledge and skills. So we really need people to communicate with us. They can tell us when there's a next campus day, please invite me. There's nothing wrong with that. At least we know you have the interest, and we can put you on the list. This is a partnership. We rely on communication to deepen our understanding of each other. So if you don't communicate with us, we cannot know the situation that you're in or that you want to be involved in Campus Day. My plea to the facilitators is, please let's communicate to each other. There's a WhatsApp group, there's also social media, but you can just pick up the phone or send an SMS, and let's have a discussion about what do you see your future at Millie as? How do you want to grow? Where do you want us to support you? How do you want to be brought back into the fold? The Millie Facilitator Network is the strength of Millie, and we can only build as far as our weakest link. So we need to be able to, as a strong facilitator, you need to take the ones that are a little bit far behind, whether it's because of language barrier, whether it's because of educational barriers, whatever the challenge is. Let's take each other by the hand and move forward collectively, in the same direction. We all want to develop, we all want more opportunities. Millie wants that as well.
And as Lisette has alluded, if you know that your content is low, we ask in the report, for instance, tell us your weakness. Yeah. So if the facilitator is not able to tell us the weakness, then there's no way the office can help them. Therefore, we just thank you all for your input, and definitely, please, if you have any questions, any comments, do contact the office. Thank you from me.